Hello. I just missed the hi Dreamer. How are you? I just missed it clicking on over to 0 because I was grabbing my pen. Hey Trump. How's everyone going where you are, Dreamer? Hi Cappy's mum. Just writing down a couple of things to look at. How you going, Cappy's mum? All right? Hi Debbie Ann. How is Sharon? Hi Tara Newbie. I haven't done any, hi T-Bob, I haven't done any recordings in the last few days. I just haven't felt settled enough. But I'm going to get there and yeah. Hi Annie. Annie S. Annie S. Are you in Iceland? Or are you from an Icelandic family? Because your name certainly looks like it's Icelandic. Hi Cheryl Warren, welcome. Hi Wendy. Georgia, the US, Cheryl. Wow. It's something like 9 o'clock at night over there, or maybe a little bit before that. Yeah, hi Robin Arvin, certainly. You're from New York. How's New York going? My husband and I were talking, you know, we want to go back and do New York and Washington again. And hopefully this time I might be able to get a side trip to pop down and see my niece in North Carolina. That would be lovely. Hi, Keisha. Georgie Moon, how you going? How's everything in Brisbane, Georgie? Arizona. Yeah. Right. Oh, I was just Canada. Wendy K. Where in Canada are you? I think you're on the east or west coast. I think you're on the west coast. Linda, you're in North Carolina. You're not in Asheville, are you, Linda? Linda Berurian? Linda B. Ontario. Yeah, I think you've said that before, and I just, yeah. Fremont, Nebraska. Wow, you're from all over, all different time zones. Oh, Cappy's mum, I would love that. We were in DC, Washington, DC in 2016, and we were just talking, you know, if we can get another trip in, we want to do Washington again, and we want to do New York again, and because there's a lot we didn't see in Washington because we only had 2 days in Washington. We spent a lot of that at the Udvar-Hazy and out at Dallas Airport and the National Air and Space Museum, which quite rightly, I read somewhere it's the best museum in the world, and it deserves that title. It was wonderful. Yeah, Wendy K, you're an hour's drive away from Toronto. You're in the foothills. Foothills of Asheville. Okay. James Lee, hello. Indiana. I love that you all are putting where you're from when you say hello, and you're an hour and 20 minutes from Asheville. Yeah. I love that you're all putting where you are. It's really great. So we've got, of course, there's always some Trump stuff to look at. I want to look at his reaction to Barr's little conference the other day, where Keisha, hello, where he said that he didn't expect anything to come of Durham's investigation. And he wouldn't be, and this investigation was not to be influenced by politics. Hello, Pam Slack. Welcome. I am so honoured. You're from all different time zones. Some of you are later than others and all that. And I know it's a weeknight there. Please, yes, do hit the thumbs up. So I am so, and of course there's people, Ian Robb, I think you're in California and stuff, and there's people from Australia as well. I am so blown away by you coming and watching me every week and stuff. Hi, Zelda. And I can't tell you how much it means to me. It's just the loveliest of things. Before I get started, I was looking at my email, and I know that people watch this after the recording and all that. So I've got some new subscriber names came up. Or everyone who's subscribed, hello. And hi, John. How are you? And I know not everyone's names come up, but these are the ones whose names has come up since the 3rd of May. Yellow Rose, Satari, I so enjoy too. Rob F, Margaret B, Terry S, Kathy P, Wanda F, Angie F. I'm not saying surnames, and James P. Thank you all, and thank you everybody else whose name did not show up. If I didn't mention your name, that's because I just get emails. Some people have emails and some people don't. So thank you everyone who has subscribed, and hello to you all and welcome. Anyway, every day's a weekend for you. Yeah, my husband's retired. I'm still looking for work, but things are pretty easy at the moment. So so I'm worth it. Thank you so much, Georgie. And I know it's a Wednesday morning for Georgie and myself, and Tuesday night over there. So anyway, before we get started, now I'm reading on Trump's reaction to Barr. What's the rest of May, the last third of May going to be like for Trump? Trump and the UN. Now, I know that the UN are meeting soon, and Australia has called for an independent inquiry, and they've had 62 other countries come backing them up. And Trump's going, I shouldn't give them any money, and blah, blah, blah. And don't stress if your internet's screwing up, John. You can always watch it later. I understand these things. So we're on cable here, so knock on wood. We're on optic fiber cable, so it can get a bit slow, but but like I said, knock on wood. So what sort of a kerfuffle is Trump going to cause with the UN? I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but anyway. So has anyone got something they want me to look at? So Flynn is going to end up paying for everything if you're worried about that. Trump coming out and saying he's still taking that drug. He's still taking that drug. It's like, you know, he must know it by saying that he's putting people in danger. Hang on a minute, guys. Total vanity, I know, but it is driving me nuts that I've got that little scratch on my chin. There, that's a bit better. Even though I've got a big spot here. Whatever. But it was really standing out and driving me a little bit nuts. I know I'm gorgeous without it all, but you know, sometimes it's just like, no, I've got to get rid of it. Hello, Patricia Ray. Yes, I think that's why he's doing it, but we'll have a look at that. And I want to ask, he says he's taking it, but is he really? Is Trump really taking that drug? As one doctor said, if the White House doctor is giving him that, letting him take that, then he shouldn't have a license, you know. Hey, Becca, you on board, are you? I didn't see you pop up. Layer after layer of BS. That is so true. Oh, I have started a Facebook page too. I've only just done one pin post at the moment, so I'll tell you more about that as I put a few more things up there and stuff. Anyway, let's get this cab on the road, as they say. Now, let's see. Trump's reaction to Barr's conference. So let's have a look. I've got a new deck here. It is the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. Lots of gorgeous colours, as you all know that I love. Yeah. You're not feeling well, Becca. Oh, I'd love to do a live with you at some stage. You can email me, and you know, I'd really be honoured if you'd like to do a live with me, and we can organise it at a time when you're feeling better. I can always hop on a bit earlier some mornings too, or I'm home in the afternoons as well, which I know that sometimes I've seen you hop on in the afternoon as well. So if you just send me an email, I usually have my phone next to me and it'll come up. Nancy Pelosi called Trump obese. Oh my goodness. Seb Gorka has a video out showing his hydroxy and then he's taking it. Oh my goodness, gee. Okay. Okay, so firstly, I've got to ask that question. Nancy Pelosi, I take it, called Trump obese. What is his reaction? I'll tell you what, I've got the perfect set of cards for that. Let's see. Everyday Witch Tarot. Kathy W., hello. Now, I'm on for 2 hours today. I have to leave at 11 on the dot because we have somebody coming over for, and yeah, so Gawker, I haven't really heard that. No, I have, but only very briefly. So he's another Trump friend, hey? Connie Cat Mama, hello. I have not seen your name before today. Welcome to the chat, Connie. It's lovely to see your name. What is Trump's reaction to Nancy Pelosi calling him obese? She's just stating the truth. Page of Wands. She said what? The Lovers. The Five of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Page of Cups. Emotional upsetting news. The Hermit. And the Page of Swords. I'll tell you what. The Hermit here. This is a truth that, you know, Trump won't ever admit anything about himself that isn't, as he sees, perfect, right? And this is something that he's probably battled with all his life, being not as tall as he says, but still a tall man with quite a, he's not got a slim build. And this is something that he's buried so deep. He thinks it's, you know, it's a real weakness to his vanity, and he doesn't like people pointing it out. So she pointed it out in a big public way, and he's not happy about that. I don't know what the Lovers is about yet, but anyway, he's going to make her pay. He's going to make her pay, and he's going to cause her all sorts of trouble. Five of Cups. Okay. Five of Cups. Five of Wands. He's going to make her pay. He's going to cause her all sorts of trouble. She upset him. Went at one of the biggest points of his vanity. He's talking to somebody, I think. And this is the Page of Swords. He's I'll do some more on that Lovers there. But he's like yeah, I mean, I think he probably did around the 6 foot mark, but he's certainly not 6'3". He's disappointed. This is disappointing news, along with emotional news, along with news about somebody's actions or words. He's disappointed that somebody has noticed and has said the truth. I mean, oh my God. Of course she was baiting him. You know, but she's pointed out an obvious truth. I mean, come on. She's pointed out an obvious truth, and it's upset him. What is this Lovers about? said anything about it? Well, you know, Nancy, she's upset because I didn't partner up with her. She wanted to work with me at some stage. Has he said something like that? Because I reckon he's going to come out with a statement like that. I think that's what the Lovers is about. She wanted to work with me, but I wouldn't work with her. So she's like, hey, we've got another 2. He's going to try and, oh, no, this is a Chariot, sorry. Everyone's going to get a lot of mileage out of this. The fact is that, you know, it's a threat to his health. It is. I mean, I'm obese. I'm obese, and it's a threat to my health. And it's it's a threat to his health, but it's just like, but it's more than that. It's a change. It marks a change. I think it marks a change in, he's always thought he's been the one ahead of the game with Nancy, but she's always been on top of the game with him. And I think it marks a change in him actually realizing it. I don't know why. It's marked a change of some sort. But I think things are going to start accelerating too. I know they're going to get lots of mileage out of this, and they are, but it's also marked a change that's accelerating something. Is the drug going to hurt him? I hope it doesn't hurt him. He's being very, very foolish, and you don't want to wish it on him, but it could cause him to have a heart attack or something, and we don't want that. You know, yeah, this is him saying, well, you know, she wanted to work with me, but I wouldn't work with her because she wasn't good enough, and, you know, she's low grade or whatever. And this is his usual waffle. Like, if someone, say, if a girl says something bad about a bloke and he says, oh, well, she's just saying that because she came on to me and I knocked her back, that sort of thing. But it also marks a change and an acceleration of some sort as well with the Death card and the Chariot card. With Trump, oh, somebody asked about Trump and what's the term? Martial law? What did you see? Becca, what's the disgusting SOB done now? What's he done to the troops now? Yeah, no, you can't wish something bad on somebody. It does come back onto you. Oh, again, another one going? And I bet you these people are all career civil servants or whatever you call them, public servants, who have been bipartisan in their job. Oh. Anyway, let's see how Trump feels about Barr coming out and saying in a press conference he does not think any action will come from Durham's investigation into Obamagate. What is Trump's reaction to that? Hi, James Lee. Page of Pentacles. News. This is about he's not happy. He's not happy. This is an opportunity. He was waiting for good news about an opportunity, and he didn't get it. On the bottom is the Tower. This is a Tower moment. I think this might be a Tower moment between him and Barr, actually. Ace of Swords. Barr was he was telling the truth. Nothing's going to come of it. Page of Swords. You know, they thought they had something, but again, it's the truth is out. More stuff's going to come out about the impetus behind the Durham investigation. There's even more behind it than we think, I think. Nothing. There's nothing there, and he can't do anything about it. This does mark a change. The Tower and a change. This marks a change in their relationship, I think. Native American M, hello. The Hermit. Ooh. He's starting to feel alone. He's starting to feel very isolated. If he loses Barr, I don't think he's going to have anybody. I think if Barr turns on him, he said, yeah, no criminal investigations, but didn't say no other investigations. Yeah, I'd be leery too, but Trump wants criminal investigations that are just not coming up with anything. You know, he can try and use them to muddy the waters, but he wants criminal. And if he can't get criminal, he's going to be pissed. Yeah, I just think he's going to lose Barr. I think he's going to be so angry and lash out at Barr so much that I think it could be a turning point for them. Yeah. I saw that commencement speech with the people so-called grown-ups. No, Trump thinks he doesn't think that everyone is a criminal like him. He wants everyone else to think that good people are criminals, because then he can feel better about himself if he paints them as criminals. Tar and feather her and turtle in the public square. They just might. They just might. I don't think they're going to get back in. Rand Paul won. He's not up for re-election, is he? He won his seat back the other day, but yeah. Are there any FBI or CIA spies in Trump's administration? Let's have a look at that, hey? I heard the phone thing last week. Yeah, tar and feathering, I mean, it's just a waste of good resources, really. The tar could go to building roads, and the feathers could go to making quilts for people who are in need of them. You know, don't waste good resources on, you know. Just have them standing in the middle of the square and everyone just turn their backs on them. Are there any FBI or CIA spies in Trump's administration? Let's have a look. I've got the Victorian steampunk deck, which is the one with the beetles and dragonflies and all that. Here for this one. Seven of beetles, seven of pentacles. Someone is in there and they are watching and assessing. So there is somebody in there. Page of moths. Someone is there reporting news back about the actions being taken. I think that's six of beetles sharing. These are all yes cards as well. Not the seven. That's a maybe card, but the page of moths and the six of beetles. It's a yes card. Sharing information about money. Knight of dragonflies, Knight of cups. He is not who, this person is not who they represent themselves to be. The false knight, the false romantic. Yes, I'd say yes. That's a yes. They do. The FBI or the CIA, they have someone in the administration. So, does Trump have a financial interest in those drugs? Okay. Yeah, again, you know, shit could be used as fertilizer for crops. It's a waste of a good resource. So, you know. And do you really want to see that pair naked? They're trying to smear Susan Rice. Okay. She was, oh, I can't remember. Can somebody remind me of what she was? She was with one of the earlier administrations, Clinton or Bush or something. Anyway, is he really taking the drug? Oh, no, does he have a financial interest in the companies? That and the other drug that he's touted as well. Six of dragonflies, six of cups. Goes back a while. Four of dragonflies. The moon. There are no cards. King. The four of dragonflies and the moon are both saying no, but they're lying. The King of Wands, which is Trump in this case. Eight of Moths. There's more than enough proof coming out. The World. Several companies globally, or a global company. Page dragonflies. That's the page of cups. Yeah, he's trying to keep it secret. Queen of dragonflies. That's the Queen of cups. Strength. Yeah, they've got some really strong proof. And the magician, he's trying to hide it. He's trying to keep it secret, but it's going to come out. It's going to come out. So, yeah, he does. Doesn't want people to know. He's offering them a bad thing. What was on the bottom there? Six of dragonflies. Money laundering. Money laundering. Well, the fact is, look, he is being harassed, but he's being harassed rightfully because he has done the wrong things right from the start. So yes, he is being harassed because they have to say, look, they have to harass him. They have to say over and over again, you are not above things. You are not above investigations. You are not above this. You are not above that. And if that means they're harassing him, then they're harassing him. Big whoop. He should put on his big girl depends and deal with it, you know. Okay. I thought we would look at, what about Hope Hicks? Oh, she's still there? I thought she was there to feed him his medicine. She's one of the few people who can calm him down. That's why she was brought back. She didn't want to go, but she did. I did a reading on her ages ago, and that's what came out for me. Okay. Let's have a look at Trump for the rest of May. Page of Swords, Page of Beads. There's somebody on the inside. Let's have a look. I'm going to do a cross here. Queen of Beetles, Queen of Coins, resources. He's worrying about resources. I'm just going to clear a couple of things. Money. I think he's getting some news that maybe some people are thinking of pulling their backing possibly because he's killed their nan. Either by coronavirus, mishandling the coronavirus, or she took the drug. So what's his challenge? The Ace of Beads. His challenge is the truth coming out. Stuff's going to go down in the last 10 days or 11 days of May. What's at the base of things? 10 of dragonflies, the 10 of cups. Normally I would say this. Family. His family. This is family. Normally I would say this is the GOP, but it's not. It's at the base of things. It's his family, how his family are making money and everything. Have a look at Kellyanne. Now, how the past actions influence things. How's his past actions influence things? Page of Dragonflies. He's had some surprising emotional news about something from his past. It's coming back to bite him, I think, because this is in the past actions, how they're affecting him at the moment. He's had some news that he doesn't necessarily like. What's the best outcome for Trump that's going to come out of this? This isn't the final outcome. This is the best possible outcome he could have. 7 of Beetles. Reap what you sow. People are looking, buddy. Investigations into your money and being made to account for it. Reap what you sow. That's the best possible outcome for him. His immediate future, 8 of Bees. That's the 8 of Swords. He painted himself into a corner somehow. He's got himself all tied up and caged himself in. The fraud case. Somebody just write a comment about that, and I can do it. I'll do it cold, so I don't know what it's about. So I'll read on that too. Okay, so immediate future. He's going to get himself trapped in a corner soon. Immediate future is in the next week or so. What's in his environment? The 6. Stuff's coming out. Money laundering. This is the classic money laundering card. It's not about sharing information. Sharing information. Information's being shared with all sorts of parties about his money. What do other people see? They see hope on the horizon. This is the star. Other people see hope on the horizon. Hope and inspiration. You can see this gorgeous card. I mean, I love steampunk. I've got like 4 steampunk decks. And, that is... I love the telescope in the back there looking up. Just looking a little bit over the horizon. It's not looking directly up at the stars. It's looking a little bit sort of like just what's there on the horizon. They see hope on the horizon. Hopes and fears for Trump. Knight of Beetles. He hopes he doesn't need to call in the lawyers, but he fears he may have to. Knight of Beetles, Knight of Queens. Final outcome for Trump. Strength. Now, I read this a very strong case. He's going to need a lot of strength. Whatever comes out about him, they've got a lot of stuff to back it up. I'm going to double do that. Is it a dung beetle? Could be. Just a beetle, yeah. So I'm going to do a clarifier on that. I'll take the bottom card off and shuffle. What's this strength? It could come out roaring like a lion, try and scare people off and say, I'm strong, you can't bring me down. But I don't think so. I think it's a need for strength. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this strength card. 9 of Dragonflies, 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. 7 of Bees, 7 of Swords. And Justice. These were the 3 clarifying cards I drew for strength. Okay, so strength was the final outcome. 9 of Dragonflies, wish fulfillment for the greedy merchant or about the greedy merchant. 7 of Bees, getting the way, your own way, strategies paying off. Justice. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't think he's going to have a very happy time at the end of this month. Oh, yeah. Those Trump kids, Heath and Ivana's kids were in trouble from the day they were born simply because of who their father was. and who their mother was. Marla Maples, not really that impressed with her generally, but one thing she's done, she's been very strong about her daughter. And she's, you know, she hasn't let her daughter be contaminated by Trump. Oh, when was that? Trump's meetings with House Spark fact-checking. Is Trump taking drugs at the moment? Let's have a look. No, I watched very little of him, but you know, I just watch enough to keep up with most of what's going on. And is Trump taking drugs? Yeah, she's a smart girl, and I think she's got a very smart mum. She loves her father. He's a father. Everyone loves their parents, whether they do that love or not. But you know, but I don't think she has very many illusions about him. Anyway, is Trump taking hydroxychloroquine? Ten of Beatles. That's a yes. He's going to leave a nasty legacy. Yep. And he is. And he's in partnership with, sharing profits. It's all a profit-making exercise. But he's taking it because he thinks it, you know, it won't hurt him. The devil. And he's also taking other drugs. This is the addiction card. We'll just double check. Is Trump taking other drugs? Was he stoned today? Was he stoned today? For entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Yes. Maybe, yes. He was stoned. His brain was taking a bit of a rest. 6 of dragonflies. It's damaging his brain. All these drugs he's taking, they're damaging his brain. Back to childhood dementia. Yeah. They probably are. Oh, well, let's have a look. Are his doctors giving him a placebo instead of the actual hydroxychloroquine? Let's ask that question. Probably just telling him that's it so that, you know, which is still not okay. But first, do no harm, and if any doctor is worth their salt, I'll say that. Two of Swords, maybe. They made a tough decision. Fool. Hey, it looks like they could be 8 of beetle. The 8 of coins. Yep. Ace of dragon. Yeah. Looks like they could be giving him a placebo instead of that actual drug. But he is taking other drugs that are causing him a lot of damage. Okay. You can probably hear Cameo in the background. Bubba girl. Now, I did a thing on impeachment on Sunday. I get the 8 coins tattoo tarot. Let's have a quick look at Kellyanne Conway. What's going on with Kellyanne? Yeah, there's definitely a possibility of them doing that, but I think they feel it would be a waste. But you know, if he gets in again. Baba girl, come here, come to mummy. Just heard her. Oh, like that. Her dad won't let her in. Oh. Who's on a roll? Becca? Oh, Becca's on a roll. Yeah? Okay. Kellyanne Conway, what's going on with her? The moon. The moon. She's keeping some secrets from the boss. Oh, she's feeling trapped. 8 of Swords. She's really feeling quite trapped. Her challenge. 4 of Cups. She's at a bit of a crossroads. She's been given some news she doesn't like, she doesn't want to know about. She's, yeah, an offer she doesn't want. What's at the base of this? The devil. Yeah. Who else would be at the base of everything that's affecting the people who work around him? But also her actions and her addictions. I'll do a clarifier on that devil in a bit. Past actions, how are they affecting the present for her? Temperance. That's interesting that came up too with the wine. I was just going to say addictions. This is sort of answered me. The question I had in my mind was alcohol. Is she drinking too much? Is she battling alcohol addiction? Temperance, finding new balance. I'd say that's a yes. 4 of Cups, offer she doesn't want. Could be that bad that it's affected her health. I mean, really, I mean, my aunt, one of my aunts, she alcoholic, and she went to the doctor one day and he said, you've got 3 choices here. He said, you stop drinking today, you take this pill every day and you live. You take this pill every day and you keep drinking and you die. Or you don't take the pill and you keep drinking and you die. That's how bad she was. And I think maybe she's been given something like that. Best outcome for her. 9 of Cups. Her wish fulfillment. Best outcome for her is that she can stop drinking and that everyone gets their wish and Trump goes. That's the best outcome for her. That Trump goes, basically. That's the best outcome for her. That's the best she can hope for, and to stop drinking at the moment. That's the best she can hope for at the moment. Immediate future. Oh, big change for her. Possibly a health-related change. I'll have to have a look at that. With all this, it looks like it could be health-related change. In a mere, you know, big change. In her environment, she's got to walk away. That's what's in there. Everyone's telling us you've got to leave, you've got to walk away. What are other people seeing? They're seeing someone who stands up there and talks about Trump's actions, who delivers news about Trump's actions, but not necessarily the way it should be done. She lies. She's Trump's orator. Even though that wasn't her job, that's what she's become. That's what everyone sees. Hopes and fears. Oh, my goodness. Things are not looking good for Kellyanne Conway. This is the tower. She's hoping she can change things, but she's fearing she can't. She's hoping she can avoid a catastrophic collapse, but she fears she can't. What is the outcome for Kellyanne Conway? Well, that's good. That's good. You know, addictions and things like this are not easy to deal with, and I don't want harm on anybody. And if someone's battling, she's got the victory card. So her final outcome is, hey, she could possibly beat this. Victory over this. So, but she's in for a rough ride. So Kellyanne, I think, is battling. She doesn't really have time for Trump at the moment. I think she's battling for her life, but she's got a good positive card at the end, but she's really, really in for a tough time. And it's good too, because the best possible outcome for her, which is what I'm using position 5 for. I know a lot of people say it's the present, and in some spreads it is, but in this one, it's best possible outcome is that everyone gets their wish and Trump leaves, or she gets her wish to be able to beat this addiction, and it looks like she might be able to do that. I really do hope that's the case. I think she realised quite a long time ago that she made a huge mistake when she, you know, joined the bandwagon, but I don't know whether she's the type who feels she has to 100% meet her commitments or whatever, but put herself, her marriage at risk, her health's at risk, and yeah, so let's hope that that's true, that outcome of victory over the health challenges that she has and the challenges that she has to face is true. Okay. The fraud case. There's one particular fraud case. The federal one. How about let's just look at the cases against Trump Corporation in general. Okay. What's happening with them? I think I'll do an overview on them. Marketing scheme, fraud, Trump and kids, yeah. But they've got other cases as well. So let's have a look at all the cases against Trump, the Trump Corp and all that. Let's have a look at how they're all going to go generally. The Magician. Prosecutors have everything they need to manifest what they want. There was something else really interesting I was reading on this card for this deck about the magician. So hang on a minute. There was another message there that I haven't really seen with the magician before. Yeah, the magician, very good point. I really liked that point when I was reading it. The magician creates nothing new is in the book for this deck. The magician creates nothing new. He simply shows things in a different way. Ace of Pentacles, the truth about the money. Money. It's all about money, of course. I'm doing an overview. These cases are all about money. Current influences on these cases. An abundance of evidence. What's above them? Five of Cups. Loss and regret and heartbreak. These people, for want of a better word, this family, company and everything have caused loss, heartbreak, regret to so many people. Immediate future for these cases. The Queen of Wands. They're going to be viewed with compassion, but also firm investigation and fiery defense. They're not going anywhere. The Queen of Wands hangs in and protects. And these cases are not going to get dismissed. They're going to be in there. And they're going to be further endeavours, further investigations. They haven't quite got everything yet. So the Queen is just one short of the King for maturity in the investigation. So there's still some more investigating to do in the immediate future. What do we not know about all of this? Oh, 10 of Swords. They're in for a lot of suffering. Past actions, how they affect the future, the present. Queen of Pentacles, resources. Past actions with resources, with money. Other people's money. And the next step for all these cases. Page of Swords. More people coming out and telling the truth. Hang on. So yeah, these cases are not going anywhere. There's still a little bit more of investigation. What will be the final outcome of these cases? Hey, the Sun. Everything's going to come out. They're great cards, these new cards. Cameo, hello. Hello. Come here. Come here, brother girl. I'll just move the card. Here we go. Now, you and me are going to have a little talk. Excuse us, we're just going to have a little talk. Now, what's going on? Won't Daddy let you in the room? Well, he needs some peace and quiet. Yes, he does. Because, yes, he's got a friend coming soon. Yeah. And he's going to clean the table off at the other end if he wants to use it. So he's got to rest. Okay? She is gorgeous. She is my Bubba. Come here. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here, Cameo. I love her. Yes, she's mine. My gorgeous girl. You're 8 years old now, aren't you? You're getting to be an old lady and a chubby one too. That is Cameo, for those of you who have not met her before. doesn't bother me as much as she used to with cameras. Like, if you watch some of my earlier ones, she's just there all the time in everything. Yeah, she's my gorgeous girl. And then yeah. Mr. Whiskers, no, her name's Cameo. I think you know that. Hi, Larry girl. Teresa Judy, hello. She is sweet. I had to have a talk with her. There she goes again. Martha McSally. What's going on with Martha McSally? Is she in a bit of trouble? She's losing in Arizona by 13 points. Is that just on polls, or have they been voting? Becca, is that just for polls, or are they voting in Arizona at the moment? Polls. Let's have a look. How about we have a look at what's in store for Martha McSally then with the election? Martha McSally, she disappointed me. She really did disappoint me. She was so gracious and everything when she lost to, I'm really sorry, guys, I can't remember her opponent's name. And she seemed to act with grace and dignity and things like that. And then she got in and she just, yeah. Oh, Russian blues are gorgeous, gorgeous cats. As much as I'd like one of them, I would not swap my Bubba Girl for anything. Martha McSally. No, they didn't vote her in to begin with. She got appointed after John McCain. John McCain died? So, Martha McSally, what's going to happen with her in the election? The Emperor. Oh, my goodness. He's going to do something to screw her over. Martha McSally, let's go have a look at what's happening with her. Six of Cups, thinking of easier times, earlier times, simpler times. I wonder if she rethinking the whole thing. Thinking of simpler times. She's got the Six of Cups, guys. And yeah, what's her challenge? The Star. Her challenge is to not lose hope. What's at the base of this reading for her? Five of Wands, conflict. Oh, she's in conflict with somebody about something. Well, probably the whole state of Arizona, but they didn't vote for her. So, her past actions, how they're presenting the present. Oh, the Lovers, partnering up with people she shouldn't have partnered up with. She should have remained her own independent self. If she'd have remained true to that, because she was criticized by people in the Republicans for her grace and everything when she lost, and she copped a walloping about that, and then she was put in. That's why I was really disappointed with her. So her partnering up with the rest of the sheep had cost her. She should have stayed. Yeah. Best outcome for her. She can return home to her family. That's a gorgeous card. And remains at least a member of the Republican Party. The best outcome she can hope for is that she stays in the Republican Party. Her immediate future, King of Swords. There he is again. He's not a happy looking chap. Look at this guy. He's like, you will do as I tell you. You will do as I tell you. Trump is telling her what she's going to do. Trump is going to stick his foot in. Hi, crazy cat lady, Farley. KKL Farley. Yahoo! What's in her environment at the moment? 7 of Cups. Gaslighting. Manipulation and gaslighting. And, yeah. She's trying to hide something or manipulate things. What do other people see with Martha McSally? They see someone who's having to build up her defenses because she's embattled now. They see someone who's embattled, but embattled because of her own actions. You know? It's like, oh, those who would stand up for her are behind her now. You see, all of the wands are behind her, except for the one she's got holding up, but everything else is behind her. It's like all that defensive support that she might have had otherwise has been put behind her. She doesn't have access to it anymore. She's embattled and pretty well down to her last wand. She's lost a lot of support. What are hopes and fears? Oh, the Hierophant. She hopes she can cling on to the seat she's been given, but she fears she can't. So she hopes she can remain in government, but she fears that she's not going to be able to. What's her final outcome? Reap what you sow. 7 of Coins. Reap what you sow. You bow to the pressure from the rest of them instead of remaining strong, and yeah. No, she's going to lose. Yeah. She's going up against the astronaut fellow, is she, Martha McSally? Is that correct? How's the weather here? It is lovely. A sunshiny day, bit cold, but it is really lovely. Mid-20s Celsius, I think. Low to mid-20s. Yeah, sunshine. Been going down to, we've got access to a lot of beaches here. We've been going down to one place and it's just a bit wild at that particular spot, and it's gorgeous. And the breeze and standing out there and breathing in deep and everything, just really energizes you. John Kelly. Husband of Gabby Gifford, who is a talk show person. Is she? How about we do a reading on John Kelly then? So we'll clear away this. Spotlight here. We have a shop called Spotlight, which has haberdashery and all that sort of stuff, and homewares and all that. They have Yankee candles here, so I picked up another little Yankee candle yesterday. Your Navajo, Connie. Hello. John Kelly or Mark Kelly? I thought it was Mark Kelly. Yeah. Hi, Jeanary. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome very much. Yeah, Mark Kelly. how are things looking for Mark Kelly? Arizona rep. All right. That's where I had the name. That was a couple of years ago now, was it? That she was shot? Oh, Page of Cups. Surprising news that flew out of the deck. Surprising news about him. I know what that'd be. We'll see if that comes up again. $2010, yeah. Okay, what's going to happen with Mark Kelly? The star, lots of hope. Hope and inspiration. One of the other things about the star, it's not just about hope, and also it's about inspiration, looking to new horizons, and yeah. And there's also following a stream, following a course, predestined course, maybe. An astronaut. Knight of Wands. He is passionate and fierce. Can be a little bit my way or the highway, but not all the time. Only when it's really necessary, when he really 100% believes he's right. He will defend others and instigate actions to help and defend others. Well, is he a military man as well? I mean, not every astronaut has been a military person, but was he a military man as well? What's his challenge? Oh, yeah. The Republican Party. No? 10 of Cups. That's strange. There's 2 10 of Cup cards in here. So always seems to be a couple of extra, yeah. Because this is another 10 of Cups. That's the Republican Party. What's at the base of the reading for him? King of Wands. Strong, compassionate leadership. That's what he would show in the Senate. Past actions, how his past actions affected things for him. He has made some really, really good partnerships and built some really good, solid relationships. Best outcome for him. 7 of Wands. He can stand his ground. He has, as the word warriors come up, he has a warrior's heart, and he can and will always stand his ground, especially if he knows he's right. Hi, Lucian. Immediate future for Mark Kelly. He's attracting a lot of donors, so he's going to get even more support than he already has, with donor support and people sharing with him. Not just money either, but not information either, really, but more like benefit of their experience, and you know, whether it's at state level or federal level, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be talking to him and sharing their experience, their life experience and their knowledge, as well as opening purses as well. What's in his environment at the moment? wish fulfillment. Yeah, he's going well. What do other people see when they look at him? They see someone who is destined to hold an office of authority. That's just, they look at him and they think, yeah, this is, one day he's going to run things, possibly. He could possibly even be a future presidential candidate. Scott Kelly. Who's Scott Kelly? Hopes and fears. Oh, he hopes he can survive the battle, the long dark night of the soul that dirty politics can put people through. But he does have a bit of a fear that, he might not survive it. They might stab him in the back and he won't survive it. He won't be able to ride it out. I think that's normal. Final outcome for Mark Kelly. It's interesting. Got the Five of Swords. An abuse of power? But that's not necessarily an abuse of power. Five of Swords is he will win. But he believes winning at all cost. So remember what I said about right at the start when I pulled the Knight of Wands? One of the aspects of the Knight of Wands is they can get so caught up and so passionate in what they're doing is that it can be a bit of the my way or the highway type thing. So he might win at the end, but it might cost him a couple of relationships with people. I do believe he's a good person, but he's got to be careful. You can't go into win at any cost. I'll get a clarification on that. I mean, everything's been really good except for the last two. So what's this about? Oh, got the death card with that as well. I don't know. I will have to do a reading on him closer. But at this stage, if he's not careful, his dreams might come crashing down to nothing. Something. It's not a big dark secret from his past, but he's got to be careful. I think this aspect of the end justifies the means type of thing might get him into a little bit of trouble. He's got all these great cards, and then the last three harbingers of something. No, it's not necessarily the GOP cheating, Debbie Ann. In this case, it's a flaw in his personality. That means he could sometimes maybe go too far to achieve his ends and end up having a couple of people walking away or disillusioned in him. So he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. He shouldn't go down the my way or the highway with people. And he shouldn't think if it's okay for them to do it to me, it's okay for me to do it to them. He's a bit high strung, is he? Yeah. So look, hope, the star, but flip side of the star too is vulnerability. So he's got some vulnerabilities there as it's come out. Yeah. Well, is there an independent running as well? Could there be an independent running? Might not be anyone on the books at the moment, but yeah, I wish I could give you better news, but I'm not going to bullshit and try and find a positive spin on those 3 cards. The best spin I can put out on it is that I do call the 5 of Swords when I'm doing personal readings. It's a cautionary tale. I call it the cautionary tale card. Be careful. Okay? Be careful. Because the end doesn't always justify the means. Okay? So he definitely got that in a big way there. So I wish it was all great. And there are a lot of great cards there to counteract that, but it is, you know, a bit of that. Does anyone know if there's an independent who could put their hand up as well? Because honestly, independents in the Senate, I would be happy to do a live on, if I'm not working or anything, on your voting day. I can do it my time on the Thursday night when it's looking towards things, or I can do it like what is it? No, not a Wednesday morning. Tuesday night. The night of the 4th our time. Like 9 o'clock at night or something, which would be about 9 o'clock your time in the morning and stuff. I'd be happy to do a live if you want. Does anyone know if there's an independent? Could an independent, let's ask the question, could an independent take the Senate for McSally's seat? Could an independent take McSally's seat? Yeah, no, that's Whitby telling the dogs next door who is boss. Mind you, the dogs next door, if any of you have seen Whitby, you'll know he's a terrier. He's not a little terrier, but he's not a big dog either. It's a terrier cross, and he was the first dog on the street. But the 2 dogs next door, they're like monsters. They're like, you don't see an independent running. Let's have a look. I'll see. Will an independent run? Yeah, so he's telling them who's boss. Queen of Swords. Could be someone who's public office, like a prosecutor or something. 3 heartbreak, no. Nine of Swords, no. There's somebody who is thinking about it and they're talking to others about it, who's possibly been a prosecutor or something, who's talking about people running as an independent. But I think there's maybe a bit of dodginess about them that they decide they're not going to. It's not worth the anxiety and the heartbreak it would cause them and their family, I guess. Yeah, and if they did run, it would have a really, really rocky road and they wouldn't win in the end. So I think there's actually someone who's thinking about it, but they're not going to. Got half an hour. These are great cards. They're wonderful. I love the artwork on them. Yeah. The day the Yeti died. The day the Yeti died. Oh my God. Bye bye here, chicken is fried. Flying Republican carcasses. Is that what you're seeing? Well, you got a little Becca, or you got a little voodoo doll there? I saw a thing in Facebook. It was so funny. It was like, if somebody out there finds my voodoo doll, can you shave its legs? That cracked me up. I imagine there's more than a few of us who haven't shaved our legs or whatever. Oh, the night Chicago died. I remember that song, Paper Lace. Na, 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 na. Well, Susan Collins loses her seat in the Senate. Let's have a look. Thanks, Cappy's mum. Mr. America Pie. How about Mr. America Lie? Okay, Susan Collins. Will Susan Collins lose her Senate seat? Losing her voice. She's always had a really soft, shaky voice, hasn't she? 9 of Pentacles. She abused her power, abused her position. She was sitting pretty. She was sitting pretty to do the right thing, and she didn't. So she abused her power. Page of Wands. News will come out about her actions. 10 of Cups. Republicans. They're both yes cards, by the way. As is the 10 of... Oh, the 9 of... Pentacles. I'm just going to give these a bit more of a shuffle. Well, not every Susan's like that. You've unfortunately met the wrong ones. There are some great ones out there. Okay, what else is going on with Susan Collins? Judgment. She's going to be judgment. Oh, yeah, look, she's down for the count. Gaslighting and illusions. She's not as... She hasn't been as sweet and apple pie as she's tried to put across. She's been gaslighting for a lot of years. hope he learned his lesson, my ass. The Hermit, yeah, she's going to be very, very much out in the cold. And also, something's going to come out that's going to shine a light on her. Like I said, news about her actions. Oh, yeah, she's out for it. The lovers, partnerships, deals she's made. Yeah, she's on her way out. Okay, who else can we look at? Oh, Becca. Don't let the door hit you where good Lord. We have got to do a live. We really have to. We've got to do a live together. I mean, okay. Rudy Giuliani. What's going on with Rudy Giuliani? What's going on with Rudy Giuliani? Let's have a look. We'll retire these cards for now. And then we'll just bring out these ones. That's the other thing I wanted to look at. What Pompeo and Saudi Arabia. We'll look at that too. Don't worry about the noise in the background. My husband's just getting a couple of things together. Offer he doesn't want that flipped out. 4 of Swords. What's going on with the Giuliani? Yeah, still getting off there. Can't refuse. What's some sound effects? Oh, yeah. I was not making. Was someone making fun of the fact she shakes? Oh no, I wouldn't make fun of that. I myself, I suffer from essential tremors, so my hands, they look. You can see it, and you know, and my grandmother had Parkinson's and stuff, so I wouldn't laugh at anyone for their shaking or stuff like that, even for her funny voice. But yeah, so don't make fun of someone who has, you know, is battling with something that's debilitating. Yeah, but you know, if you're done wrong, you're done wrong. You don't get a free pass because you've got a physical condition. So, well, you shouldn't get a free pass. Okay, what's happening with Giuliani? Oh, he's feeling a little bit out in the cold, Mr. Hermetto. Ooh, he's waving his little light saying, hello, I'm here, come find me. But nobody's looking for him. What's going on? 3 circles of support. Right, he's losing his circles of support. He's losing friends. People are just saying, hey, bye, buddy. What's his challenge? He's fainted himself into a corner and he can't get out of it. Yep, put himself there. That's at the base of everything for Rudy. Abundance. Ties. Path. He took the wrong path to abundance. That makes sense. See the pathway following up into those trees? Those trees don't look American, they look European. He took the wrong path to abundance, and guess where that path led? Past actions and how they're affecting him at the moment. Ooh, his past actions being scrutinized by institutions in quite a few places, especially in New York State. What's the best outcome for him? Is that Trump will save him? That's the best possible outcome for him, that Trump's going to be able to save him. What's in his immediate future? Oh, change, and not necessarily for the good. A change. You know, look, he's an old man and he could get ill or something. This could be an illness. It's a change of some sort, and it's not going to be a good one. Okay, we won't. Just one of the first things I read when I was starting tarot is you don't predict divorce and death. And what was the other thing? There was another thing as well that you don't, you know, and divorce or whatever. But the death thing, it's like, yeah. What's in his environment? Judgment. He's being judged. He's being judged. Yep. What are other people seeing? Oh, they're seeing someone who had relationships he should not have had. What's his hopes and fears? He hopes, he's hoping that it'll all work out fine. But he fears it's not going to. What is his final outcome? This is a mean-looking charioteer. This isn't victory. This can be viewed as a card of victory. It's a card of movement. Let's have a look. Let's do some clarifiers on that chariot, hey? It's a vehicle. You know, have no doubt that flipped out. The truth will out. Final outcome for Rudy Giuliani. What's going on with that chariot? Secrets coming out. Chariot. Truth coming out. Lovers, about partnerships again. And Trump and his relationship with Trump. We've got the Fool, taking a leap of faith, and gaslighting. Oh, none of it's good. He's going to try and gaslight and manipulate, but honestly, I think time might be catching up with him. Got the Eight of Swords there next to the Death card. And then he had the Chariot. Is he physically nearing the end of his life? I'll ask that nicely. You don't ever want to, you don't wish, you know. That's a yes card. King of Swords reversed. This investigation's reversed. Yeah, I don't think he's well. So I don't think Trump can save him. So, but yeah, he's not in a good way. I don't think he's going to triumph over things the way the reading said. For Kellyanne said she would. So. Okay, how about, would someone like to suggest something fun to read on? We've done unicorns, we've done dragons, I've done it's the Easter Bunny reel. I'm not sure if he will. If he'll spill what he knows. We might have a look at that another day. If I can do a video or something, get around to that. They're taking down his statues. Well, I should think, yeah, well, you know. So, has anyone got a fun reading they would like me to look at? Yeah, I'm going to say it as nicely as I'm not going to dress it up as, you know, he's an old man. And yeah, this I saw as a vehicle of conveyance. It could be a conveyance to jail, but I don't know. What homeboy is that? Is that Kim Jong-un that you're talking about, Becca? I think he's dead. Are there still fairies in this world? What a lovely thing. Let's have a look. I hope you enjoy these little fun ones as well. Leprechauns. I'll leave leprechauns for another day because they're a mighty interesting mythology, leprechauns. But let's have a look at fairies. And I know the exact deck to use, the Arthurian Tarot. Or the Celtic. Or the Sacred Circle. I think what we might do, we'll use the Celtic deck. Okay. So, quick reading using the Celtic deck. Are there fairies? Are there fairies in this world? I'm always trying to be objective and open-minded, and, you know, are there fairies? Are there still fairies in this world? Are there fairies in this world? I believe one of my core beliefs is that a lot of these mystical things have a earthly representation. Darwolves for unicorns, pterodactyls for dragons. Fairies for me is fireflies and lightning bugs. Are there fairies in the world? So that's their earthly equivalent. I've got a few more minutes, bub. I'm still live. Okay. So fairies. Are there fairies in this world? Eight of Wands. They come at you from nowhere. And they come at you. And at speed. They're so quick. They come at you so fast and so quick that they're there and then they're gone. Two of Cups. The part of our relationship with beliefs and the partnership we have with the world around us and with nature. This isn't the most pleasant card, but they represent a change as well. They represent that change in us from that happens before we even know it. One minute we're children of light and love and belief, and the next minute we're adults, and before we even realize it's happening, just that quickness that is so quick. That's the death card. Anyone? It's got some heads on a spike, but that's just it. That's change. It's a represented change.
Yes.
5 minutes, please. They represent our suspension of disbelief. Okay. They represent a chance to suspend disbelief, to step back and look at things in a new perspective, in a different perspective. Eight of Cups. You know, often when we are growing up, we turn our backs on those delightful little things that we believed in when we were children. And that's part of the change that happens. And it happens so quick sometimes that, you know, pages are young, news, action, Page of Wands. But there are actions in the world you can't always explain. And fairies can represent messengers to me. The messages about things we can't always explain. You know, often they say something's faded away as if it's fairy dust. You can't really explain it. But you feel like you see something and you think you've seen something and then it fades away. That's news of actions or, you know, things that happen around us or actions that happen around it that we can't always explain. And they remind us of to be open to our emotions and to share our emotions with others and talk about our emotions with others. So, yes, that's what fairies are all about. And yes, they are still on the earth. Okay. Look, guys, I do have to go. We do have a visitor coming soon. So I absolutely love and adore you all. Thank you for joining me. And I will be back for another live on Sunday morning, my time, which is Saturday night, yours. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.